ho! Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas, viewers of Home Media Reviews! Welcome to the mini-series finale here. This review is, of course, on the Christmas classic Home Alone. Actually, I don't know if many of you know this, but Home Alone actually had a different title when it was first being developed. It was actually called How to Keep Robbers Out of Your House, brackets, you hit them with a paint can. That was a bad joke. Let's move on to the history section of Home Alone. Okay, I just want to be very clear here. This history section is going to be absurdly long because Home Alone was released a lot. Now that we have that out of the way, Home Alone first released in theaters on November 16th, 1990. I was not born when this movie hit theaters, so I did not see it in theaters. I did not see it for years. Despite many people, including some of my favorite YouTubers, recommend this movie to me, I just never got around to seeing it up until I forced myself to watch it for this home media review. I had always known about its cultural influence, and I knew the basic premise of it, so I kind of felt like I had already seen it, just I hadn't seen some of the most important parts. I mean, I knew the premise, I knew the plot, I felt like I never needed to see it, but obviously I've rectified that. Home Alone then came out on VHS on August 22nd, 1991, again with the almost a year-long wait between theaters and home media. Still kind of weird to think about nowadays when films come out in theaters and then like 3 months later they get released on Blu-ray. Now, according to Blu-ray.com, which again is the source where I get a ton of my information for the history section, Home Alone was not released onto singular DVD until 1999. The first time you could get a DVD copy of Home Alone was in a triple pack on October 5th, 1998. This included Home Alone 1, 2, and 3. I think that goes without saying. However, precisely a year later, once again on October 5th, 1999, you could pick up Home Alone just on its own. Because why the hell would you ever want to watch Home Alone 3? I think that one doesn't star Macaulay Culkin, so why is that even a thing? On October 14th, 2003, we got the Complete Caper Collection, which included Home Alone 1, 2, 3, and now 4. I don't know why we have a Home Alone 4. The Family Fun Edition DVD came out on November 21st, 2006. This was a reissue of the single disc DVD. And Home Alone would finally hit Blu-ray on December 2nd, 2008. It would keep the Family Fun Edition name when it first hit Blu-ray, so interesting. On October 6th, 2009, the Holiday Favorites Blu-ray collection released. This included Home Alone, Jingle All the Way, and Miracle on 34th Street. Because once again, on October 5th, 2010, we got a Home Alone Blu-ray collection, but this collection only included Home Alone 1 and 2, which according to fans are the only two good films, and I believe them, because I'll never watch 3, 4, or 5. Is there only 5? I don't remember. I think there's like Home Alone Part 9, The Different Kid Saves Easter, I don't know. This next release is actually pretty cool. This is the 20th Century Fox 75th Anniversary DVD set. This was released on December 7th, 2010. This was a massive DVD set that included 75 movies from across Fox's film history. I've talked about this YouTuber previously. His name is Nathan P. Butler. He has this set. He's done a video on it. It's amazing. The set itself is awesome, and so is the video that Nathan made on it. I'll link that in the description so you guys can actually go and watch it. This is a massive set, and it's something that I will never own. Honestly, I don't know why I would want to, because it's DVD, but I probably would want to have it because it's a piece of, like, really monumental film history. Plus, it's 75 movies. I mean, dude, that's insane. On January 1st, 2011, the Home Alone trilogy set released. We got Home Alone 1, 2, and 3, again, in a triple pack. Don't think we've seen those since 1998, since they first came out, so cool that that was back out on store shelves. We got a Blu-ray reprint on October 11th, 2011. This one included a DVD as well as a digital copy, so cool to see that there. We got another Home Alone collection on October 8th, 2013. However, not just 1 and 2 are in this set, 3 and 4 are also in this set. On October 6th, 2015, though, we got what's the Mac Daddy of Home Alone releases right here. This is the Ultimate Collector's Set, which came in a paint can, which is pretty cool. This included the first 3 films on Blu-ray, lots of bonus content here, all kinds of like physical goodies on top of the paint can packaging. October 6th was also the day in which the 25th anniversary Blu-ray and a standard DVD reprint also came out. October 6, 2015. And a Blu-ray 2-pack, which was exclusive to Target, also came out on October 6, 2015. This came with a beanie, so that's cool. This goes without saying, but it's Home Alone 1 and 2 that are in that Blu-ray 2-pack. Hey, another October release date. October 2nd, 2016 brought us the first Best Buy Steelbook for Home Alone. Certainly took it long enough. And oh boy, this is crazy. Another October release, October 3rd, 2017 brought us another Blu-ray 2-pack, which included Home Alone 1 and 2. But that's not all, because on this day we also got the Home Alone 5 movie collection on DVD, which includes Home Alone 1 through 5. There's a 5th one now. It's like they appear out of the ether. But we're not done. Just a week later, on October 10th, 2017, Home Alone was reprinted in a 2-pack with Jingle All the Way on DVD. Why? I don't know. How are these two films similar? I guess because they're Christmas movies. I don't remember Arnold screaming about cookies in Home Alone, though, so I don't know how they're similar. Then, a few months later, on December 5th, 2017, we got another Best Buy Steelbook. However, this one was another reprint of the Blu-ray 2-pack of Home Alone 1 and 2. This one's actually got some really cool artwork to it. On October 2nd, 2018, there was a Walmart exclusive version of Home Alone put out on Blu-ray. This one included a VHS retro-style slipcover. Yay! I actually have a few of these VHS retro-style slipcovers that were exclusive to Walmart. They're pretty cool. Don't have this one, but I think I've got, like, Airplane, The Sandlot, Spaceballs, a couple others that aren't coming to mind at the moment. Then, on September 15th, 2020, we got the 30th anniversary 4K Blu-ray of Home Alone. Finally making its way under the 4K format. Physically, it had been on Disney Plus in 4K for a while. Best Buy, of course, had a brand new Steelbook released on this day as well. It's got pretty cool artwork. I'm really a fan of anything that's on a Steelbook. Honestly, there's not a lot of Steelbook artwork that isn't good. Unless you're talking about Deadpool 2 Steelbook artwork. That one was just bad. And then on October 20th, 2020, we got a brand new Blu-ray reprint, but this one includes Christmas slipcovers. Yay! Look at it. It's so cool. It's got red on it instead of green, because we clearly needed this. And if that wasn't enough, we got another Blu-ray 2-pack with this new style of packaging. Once again, it's Home Alone 1 and 2. Disney or Fox. Yeah, this would be Disney at this point, because this is after they bought Fox. Okay, so Disney, enough. Stop. It's too many reprints. I'm going crazy right now. Luckily for us, though, this is our last release. November 3rd, 2020. We got a Disney Movie Club exclusive of the Blu-ray 2-pack. Now, what's exclusive? About this 2-pack, you might ask? Well, the standard Blu-ray 2-pack that's on store shelves right now, it only includes a Blu-ray and a digital copy for each film. The Disney Movie Club version includes a Blu-ray, a DVD, and a digital copy for each film. The only exclusive thing in the Disney Movie Club version of this 2-pack is a DVD. If you really needed a DVD, I don't know why you would, but if you needed it, Disney Movie Club. Holy crap on a cracker. That is a lot of releases. I thought Die Hard was a lot of releases. Remember when we took a look at Die Hard? That's tame compared to Home Alone. Fox, when you were still a thing, I wish I could go back in time and tell you stop. Of course, now it's Disney, so it's not going to get any better. Well, actually, Disney has said that they're not going to be putting a lot of focus on catalog titles on physical media. So maybe it will get better, but also worse at the same time, because physical media people like me are not going to get backlog Fox films in 4K. At least not physically. Alright, so after that absurdly long history section, good lord that was a long one, let's move right along into the close-up section of Home Alone, which I can guarantee you will be shorter. Alrighty everyone, here's your close-up look at Home Alone. We only have one Blu-ray copy here to look at, which I picked up on Black Friday last year. Blu-ray disc logo up there at the top. Blu-ray plus DVD plus digital. From John Hughes, Home Alone. There's the classic Macaulay Culkin screaming at you with Harry and Marv behind him. Yes, I do know their names, even though I, up to this point, have not seen Home Alone. I know their names. They're in pop culture. I don't necessarily remember what Macaulay Culkin's name is in this movie. I'm blanking. But I know Harry and Marv. Yeah, I just completely blanked out on Macaulay's name. But that's okay. Because I'll watch the movie before I actually record the HMR. 20th Century Fox up there at the top. Home Alone. Same image of Macaulay Culkin screaming with Blu-ray and DVD disc logos. The back. The greatest holiday family film ever made. Kevin McAllister, that's his name. I just read the little blurb there. It's Kevin McAllister. There's your blurb about the movie with your barcode. Blu-ray special features. Holy crap, you get a bunch of special features on this. That's cool. Little Movies Anywhere advertisement telling you how your digital code works. You've got Macaulay Culkin there with Harry and Marv. I guess I should call him Kevin now. With Harry and Marv by him with a bunch of weapons. Some screenshots from the film, a little breakdown of your cast and crew, tech specs and ratings and all that good stuff. Pop this sucker open. There's your DVD disc. Fairly simple poster art, and the Blu-ray doesn't get any better in terms of poster art on the discs. It's just the same disc artwork, except a big Blu-ray disc logo down there at the bottom. So, points off for not creative poster art. I was unfortunately unable to find a slipcover for Home Alone when I bought it on Black Friday last year. Unfortunately, couldn't find one, which sucks because my Home Alone 2 copy has a slipcover. So, I will forever be sad. But with all that being said, ladies and gents, that wraps things up for the close-up section. Let's move right along to the menu tour. Alright folks, here we are for our menu tours of Home Alone. We're starting off with the standard DVD. This menu is incredibly basic, however, after the last 2 weeks of having weird, outlandish menus, it's kind of nice to come back to a standard menu here. So we've got play, theatrical trailers, scene selection, and language selections. Theatrical trailers, we have a theatrical trailer for Home Alone, theatrical trailer for Home Alone 2, and for Home Alone 3. So, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Scene selections. We have 24 scenes, and hey, each of them have a number and a title for them, so that's pretty cool. I like it when these scenes have both a title and a number for them. I don't know why, it's just something I like. And language selections, we have English, Spanish, and French, and for captions, it's just English, and then we can resume the film from this menu here. So there's absolutely no bonus content on the DVD, unless you count theatrical trailers, which some people do count those as bonus content. I see that as just, I guess you could say it's bonus content. It's not anything substantial. I mean, you can find those trailers on YouTube, but I guess it's cool to some people. Alright, now here we are for our Blu-ray menu tour of Home Alone. This menu is already way better than the DVD version. We've got scenes playing in the background from the movie. We've got a little house down there with Christmas lights, and we've got your standard options: play, setup, search, and extras. For setup, we have a English 5.1 mix for audio, as well as an English 2.0 mix, Spanish 5.1, French 5.1, Portuguese 5.1, I don't know what that is, and a audio commentary by Chris Columbus and Macaulay Culkin. So that's awesome. Way more options than on the DVD. For subtitles, we have English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, symbols, more symbols, and then English commentary. So I guess you could read the commentary, French commentary. You could read the commentary in English and French. I don't really know what that means, but I guess that's what that means. Search, we have scenes and bookmarks. For scenes, I assume we'll have the same number as on the DVD. It looks to be that way. However, the subtitles for the scenes have been removed. It's just the numbers now. Yep, same number of scenes as on the DVD, but you can see where you are in the movie with that little bar there. That's always nice. For extras, here's where our bonus features live. We have a 1990 press featurette, The Making of Home Alone, Mac Cam, behind the scenes with Macaulay Culkin, How to Burglar-Proof Your Home, The Stunts of Home Alone, Home Alone Around the World, Where's Buzz Now, Angels with Filthy Souls, Deleted Scenes and Alternative Takes, and a blooper reel. And then you can also select the audio commentary from the Extras tab. We also have theatrical trailers. Which theatrical trailer do we have? Theatrical trailer 1, 2, 3. I guess there were 3 theatrical trailers for Home Alone, or maybe that's for, or maybe those are the same trailers that were on the DVD. That would be interesting. But a ton of bonus content that's on this Blu-ray. I'm very excited to get to watch this movie for the first time, and then give you my in-depth thoughts on it in the next segment. Speaking of the next segment, let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions as always. Alright, so we're back from close-up. Now it's time to answer the 5 main questions as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? Home Alone is still on store shelves. As a matter of fact, I think this movie is sold year-round, actually. Well, a caveat there with year-round, considering that when Fox was still around, they put this movie out in massive quantities around, Halloween, Thanksgiving time, and then those copies would just linger on store shelves until around April or May. So it was like Home Alone was available year-round, basically. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? Well, it's Disney now, so absolutely, yes, it's still being printed nowadays. Disney will never let their franchises die. Number 3, should you pick this product up? Honestly, I don't know why it took me so long to see Home Alone. I had a great time with this movie. I'm not even going to mince words here. I had an amazing time watching this film. The thing that stood out to me the most about Home Alone is the fact that the movie is not really a home invasion story. That's what the movie is marketed as, and that's what a lot of people remember it as, but it's really not. It's a story of a kid learning to grow up a little bit, learning to be more mature, and learning how to be a grown-up at such a young age. Macaulay Culkin is amazing as Kevin McAllister here. This is one of the greatest child performances we have ever seen. He embodies the role of Kevin. There's never a dull moment with this character. A few of his line deliveries can be just a hair bland, though. He's not a perfect performer. However, I think some of the bland line deliveries, I think that was supposed to be in character as Kevin. So, in that aspect, it works. Pretty much every joke with Kevin I'm laughing at, especially when he's doing the live rendition of A White Christmas in the mirror with the comb up to his mouth. That was hilarious. Or when he plays the movie lines for the pizza delivery man and makes him run away because I'm gonna pump you full of lead. Keep the change, you filthy animal. I finally understand where that comes from. I'd always heard that line. I knew it was from Home Alone. I didn't know the context. Now I do. And Kevin embodies every kid's fantasy when they were younger. Don't lie to yourself. You know damn well that you wanted your parents to leave you home alone when you were younger so you could do whatever you wanted for a solid period of time. You wanted to be Kevin. I wanted to be Kevin. But then you slowly realize, hey, I kind of need my parents because they kind of do all the important stuff around the house and I kind of can't live on my own. Although this movie shows us that Kevin can live on his own. I mean, the kid goes shopping and pays for pizza, pays for groceries. He knows how to do laundry. I don't know what age he's supposed to be in this movie. I assume it's younger than 10, maybe 7 or 8. When I was that age, I was afraid of the washer. Probably. I don't actually remember. I love Kevin's arc in this movie because he goes through what every child experiences at some point in their life. Everybody has to grow up at some point, and you have to learn how to fend for yourself in this world. And that's what Kevin learns at this really young age. And he really steps up to the plate towards the end of the movie when the actual home invasion begins. Speaking of the home invasion, Joe Pesci and whoever plays Marv, I don't remember what the actor's name is, but whoever plays Marv, wow, those guys... I can't get enough of those characters. The Harry and Marv together, those two are a perfect comedy duo. I don't even know which one gives the better performance. Because Pesci is great, Marv is also great. He commits to his role of being just an idiot, but Pesci is hilarious at being pessimistic and just... Go get the kid! They're both hilarious. They give great physical performances as well. Their reactions to what Kevin does to them when they break into the house, absolutely hilarious. They sell you on their pain. You gotta admit though, Kevin was pretty sadistic with some of those punishments, man. I mean, he torches Joe Pesci's head with a flamethrower. Or at least something that looked like a flamethrower. I don't really remember what it was that he used, but it created a giant ball of fire. And Marv loses his shoes and his socks, and he almost loses his foot to a nail on some tarred stairs. I mean, Kevin, man, that's sadistic, man. However, I support it, because if I had two people breaking into my house, well, I wouldn't exactly set up all these complicated traps. I'd just pull out my 1911 and say, could you stare down this barrel here and wait for the flash? Obviously, I couldn't do that when I was 8, because I didn't know how to shoot a pistol then, but now I do. The other characters in the movie, they're memorable. I like the neighbor. I don't remember who the actor is for that one either. I don't have my phone on me or else I'd look it up. But that actor was really good as the neighbor. There's a really heartfelt scene in a church between Kevin and his neighbor that I felt something for. It tugged at the heartstrings a little bit. The rest of Kevin's family are extremely one-note, but they work in their roles, so I'm not going to dock points for that. They do exactly what the script needs them to do, which is be parents and annoying brothers and cousins and such. Although, Uncle Frank does give what's probably the best line delivery in this entire movie. Look what you did, you little jerk. That's a kid, man. It's not like he meant it. So the performances and the characters, they're all pretty good on the whole. And the comedy is really well done. I love the scenes where Kevin is home alone, as I previously said, which is the title of the movie, of course. I love those scenes where he's sledding down the stairs, out the door, landing in the front yard and all that. It's great. I love it. And I especially love the climax of the movie where the wet bandits try to break into the house and chaos ensues, which again is what this movie is primarily known for. But that's not the movie's strong suit. The movie's strong suit is the character arc with Kevin and how he learns to grow up from a very young age. You feel for this kid as he progresses throughout the film, and he feels more and more alone, no pun intended, because his parents are gone. He really needs to step up to be the, quote, man of the house. And of course, when the Wet Bandits try to break into his house, he becomes the man of the house. He vocalizes that, which I thought was a really well done character arc. Oh, I almost forgot John Candy is in this movie too. I miss John Candy. He was a really funny actor. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, though, is his best performance. Better than this one, but he's also good here. The movie is also shot really well. It's got some great cinematography, specifically during the ending scene where the Wet Bandits again break into the house. There's not enough good things that I can say about Home Alone. This is just a really well-done, family-oriented film that happens to take place at Christmas. Yeah, Home Alone's a Christmas movie. Which, this Christmas movie, it's not at the forefront of the plot. It's not like, oh, this is Christmas and we're going on this vacation for Christmas. It's like, I almost forgot that this movie was a Christmas movie. I forgot, well, I actually didn't know because I hadn't seen the movie before, but I didn't know that the movie took place, or at least the climax does, on Christmas Eve, when the mom is trying to get back to Chicago to see if her son is okay. Which the mom also gives another very, very funny line. I have traveled from Chicago to Paris, from Paris to Dallas, from Dallas to... Where am I? Scranton. As I said, there's just not enough good things I can say about Home Alone here. I really enjoyed this movie. This is just a fun watch that anybody can enjoy. It's a movie for literally every single age, from 1 to 100. You can watch this movie and get something out of it. It's great. So yes, I recommend Home Alone. I am sorry to everybody who recommended this movie to me. I am sorry it took me forever to finally see it. This is now going to be a movie I rewatch every single Christmas. This is making it onto my Christmas rewatch list because, man, I had a good time with this one. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Well, if you can find it in stores, definitely get it there. And number 5, what price should you pay? For any of the Blu-rays that have been reprinted over and over again, $5, maybe $10 for that. DVDs, don't even bother. The 4K, though, that one is interesting because Disney has recently said they're not going to be focusing on physical media for catalog titles moving forward. Which, to me, that screams we're never getting 4Ks of older Fox films. When Disney says backlog, they mean specifically Fox, or at least that's what I think. So the Home Alone 4K is kind of like the last gasp of an era, because I think now, moving forward, Disney is going to be focusing on moving their 4K catalog titles to their streaming service, Disney Plus, in order to drive up subscribers. Which sucks for physical media people like me, who like the higher video and audio quality that comes on a 4K Blu-ray disc. So the Home Alone 4K, that one I think is actually still worth its full retail price at $30. I don't have the 4K. You guys saw I have the 25th anniversary Blu-ray. The Blu-ray looks really good though, so I don't necessarily see a need to upgrade to the 4K. I guess I need to see them. Side by side, I need to see if the 4K is truly a great jump in resolution from the Blu-ray. But the Blu-ray looks perfectly fine. So everyone, that's it. The Christmas miniseries of home media reviews has come to an end with my review of Home Alone. And before I head out of here and into 2021, I would just like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching this past year of content. I can't believe that it's finally been another year. I mean, wow. 2020 was a giant suckfest of a year for pretty much the entire world due to a global pandemic and politics reaching a boiling point, especially in the Thomas community. Good Lord, there's so much toxicity from both sides of the political spectrum. I know there's been a lot of 2020 sucks memes, but I really can't think of a lot of good things that happened for the world in 2020. A lot of good things happened for me in 2020, but for the world itself, yeah, this year kind of stunk. Stunk a lot, actually. But above all else, I still put out weekly content throughout 2020, which is a personal victory for me. I pride myself on being able to be consistent in my upload schedule, especially when a new season of either home media reviews or Thomas & Friends home media reviews premieres onto YouTube. I'm happy that I was able to keep my content coming consistently and even do 2 miniseries for this show. I had no idea I could pull that off. I thought one miniseries was a lot. Doing two, almost back-to-back in terms of production, yeah, that was a little bit much, but hey, I got it done. Looking forward, though, to 2021, of course there's going to be a Home Media Review Season 3. I've already confirmed that. The list has been finalized. I'm watching the movies. I'm doing the research on the history section. Season 3 is going to be great. I'm excited for the films that I'm going to be covering in that season. It's a mixed match season. There's not really a theme like Season 1 was. This is pretty much just like, hey, here's a couple more movies that I'd like to talk about, some stuff I feel is underrated, and then of course a movie that I have never seen coming up at the end. Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews is also coming back in 2021. We're going to have a, 7 or 8 episode revival season covering the UK DVDs that I was sent by ThomasFan261. Don't have a date for you yet on when those are going to premiere onto YouTube, but rest assured it will be coming prior to HMR Season 3. And of course, all my other content is also coming back next year. Vlogs, Let's Plays, Thomas Wooden Railway reviews, Collectibles Corner. I really want to kick Collectibles Corner into high gear next year. I kind of slacked off on it towards the end of this year. And any other ideas I have for series or videos or anything along the way in 2021, that will be coming. Rest assured, folks, the Lego Lover 117 YouTube channel is far from over. 2021 is going to be a massive year for the channel, and I hope that every single one of you is there to follow me on this journey. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. I also wouldn't be doing this without a blessing from the Lord Jesus Christ himself. Without him and his blessing on this YouTube channel, I wouldn't have the amount of subscribers I do right now. I wouldn't have fans that actually want to watch my stuff. So God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, thank you for blessing me with this YouTube channel. It's something that I have wanted to do since I was young, watching KeyCrate24's videos on my old Windows XP computer downstairs in my dining room. I really can't thank you enough, Lord, for all of this. And I can't thank you guys enough either for wanting to stick with me throughout this journey together. But the journey's not over. Next year, 2021, as I said, going to be a huge year for the channel. So, with that all being said, content is actually not done for 2020. We still have the 2020 Reflection live stream, which will be coming up next week. The week prior to New Year's is when I plan on doing that stream. So that's next week at the time of recording this video. So any day during that week, I haven't picked a date yet, but any day during that week, as long as it takes place before New Year's, is game for when the 2020 Reflection live stream is going to happen. And I will be back in the early weeks of 2021 to talk about the upcoming slate of content. Hopefully, I'll have a date for when the Thomas & Friends revival season is going to come out, because honestly, I haven't done a lot of work on that series as of yet. I've got the close-up shot, but I haven't done much else in terms of production on that series. But don't worry, it'll be coming. I'm going to let you guys go now because I have repeated myself more times than I could possibly count, and I hate when I do that. I hate when other people do that, so I don't know why I do it myself. Once again, thank you all so much for watching this entire season of HMR. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Good night, everybody, and have a very Merry Christmas.